Hello and welcome back to the continuation of our book creation process. In this video, we'll be learning about editing. Learning about the editing of our content. Remember, in the beginning of this section, I talked about editing to remove plagiarism, misinformation, malinformation, and unrelated content. So that's what I'll be showing you in this video. But continue from our last video, I just did only breakfast recipes, did 15 breakfast recipes, and I will show you how I did all of that. I said I'll pause that video to do all of them and come back to tell you, but I just said I should do breakfast and you get the idea to do the rest if you are doing cookbooks. Now, the reason I'm using cookbooks, or this is called the diet book actually. The difference between a diet book and a cookbook is that a diet book, it's a book that teaches on a diet, Atkins diet, weight loss diet, that's diet book. Why cookbooks can be recipe for how to prepare rice, how to cook 5 types of stews. Those are recipe books. Those are recipe. This is why I'm teaching you with diet book, because diet book is almost it covers almost everything. What you do in a self-help book, what you do in a travel guide, you do them all in the travel in the diet book. So once you know how to just create a book, that's what I want you to understand. Once you know how to create a book, you can create any book of your choice. So in the previous video, I told you that I'll get recipes and then I got for breakfast. Now I will show you all I did and how I did them. So this is my about the author page. About the author page. Remember, in our list of things we have to do in our table of content, we have the author page. So this is my about the author page, as you can see here. Now I use the pen name Sarafina Peter. And you're wondering, why did I use that name? Now, can I use my real name? Of course, I can use my real name to create my book account, to publish my book. Now, when creating your account, you use your real name. To publish your book, you can use your real name, or you can use pen names. I prefer using pen names because it makes me flexible. For instance, I am a male, and if I want to write a book that will appeal to women now, it might cost me a lot of, will I say, energy and stress to convince a woman to buy a book by me telling her about her human health. But if I write a book and use a pen name of a woman, they are going to trust me more. So that's why pen names are very, very used on Amazon. Amazon allows it, it's not a bad thing. And many of the books you see out there on Amazon, they are published under pen names. Many, in fact, I can't count billions of books on Amazon, they are published under pen name. So I'm wondering how I came about the name Sarafina Peter. Well, there's a site where we get some free names, names that are hardly used by people. So just you can type fake name generator, fake name generator. Just search it, fake name generator. Then the first one, just click on it. And when you come here, you can now generate names. You can put your gender to female or male. So I choose female. Name set American, or is it Arabic? What name set are you looking for? American, country, United States. Then generate. And the more you click on generate, the more you get names. The more you can generate, the more you get names. Jonita similar. Now it's possible that people out there in this world that actually bear these names. It's possible. It's hard to see somebody that doesn't have a namesake. It's very, very hard to see somebody that doesn't have a namesake. So one thing I normally do is, even though I get name here or I form the name from my head, like you can just say, okay, I'm going to call myself Grace Jones as your own pen name. Now, before you use any pen name, whether um sorry, I got distracted. Whether you formed it yourself or you use tools like this to create your pen name, there is one thing I should always do, and I'll show you that. Now let's go to um Amazon. Amazon, can just search Amazon.com. I always do this. Always do this. So when you come to the Amazon website, you wait for it to finish loading. Wait for it to finish loading. Okay. When you come to the Amazon, I think this is not what I wanted. Amazon bestsellers non-fiction. Amazon bestsellers non-fiction. So I click this link. So and then now I want to search for names. I want to search for names. So let me change my location to United States. Apply. I know by now you know how to do all of this. And when I'm here, I can just search. Let me just search the title of my book, Atkins Diet. I want to show you something. I'm not finding it. Ah, there's what that is in checking for names. It's supposed to be here. Let me go to books and see. Books, search. Aha, I've seen it. So come under books and search. And when you come under books, there's what they call advanced search option. Advanced search. So click on that advanced search. Then go to author. Then put whatever name you want to use, whatever pen name you're trying to use. The reason why I'm doing this is because trying to avoid copying someone else's pen name and publishing a book, it can cause you problems when the person deposits to Amazon. Amazon can choose to terminate your account. So that's why these are extra safety measure, an extra safety measure. So I can just type, um, I set down to use Grace Jones, for instance, Grace Jones. Then I click on search, and Amazon will show me different things. Okay, Kathy, Archana, Rebecca. You can see Grace Jones here. John G. Sarah Camp, not related. So you can see there's a Grace Jones already. You can see that there is a Grace Jones, Grace Draven, Charles E. Jones, Grace Imatu, and Hay Jones. So you can see there's a Grace Jones. So I'll just come back, click on advanced search, and then change the name. Let me get one from here. Let me generate again. Stephanie B. Pika. I can copy this, go to the advanced search option, and paste the author there. I can choose to remove the middle name if I want, or I can leave it like that. Thing is, if you add middle names, it makes it hard for somebody to have the same name as you. So Stephanie Pika, let me just search that. So you can see they said no result for Stephanie Pika in books. You can see it here. You can only find it maybe in movies or so, but there is no result for Stephanie Pikas in books. So that means I'm free to use this name in creating my book. So whether using fake name generator to generate your names, or you're using names you formed from your own head, whatever you're using, just try your best to do this search, this security measure. Please and please always do that. Make sure nobody else is using that name you want to use. So that's that for the pen name. Let's come back to what I did. I don't want this video to be long. It will not be long. So then I created the about the author page. How did I create the about the author page? Now let me show you. Go back to ChatGPT. Under the thread of where I was creating my book, I just told it write an about the author page, full column. The author's pen name is Serafina Peter. She's a chef who is interested in healthy eating and lifestyle. She's married. This is the prompt I just gave ChatGPT, and it created the what's it called? The about the author. Sarafina Peter is a passionate chef dedicated to promoting healthy eating and lifestyle choices under her pen name, Sarafina Peter. So I just copied this. I came to Doc and I pasted it. Then I edited things that are either not related to what I want Sarafina Peters to be, because I'm building a business. When you get for I will show you, I'm building a business. That's why you need to complete this course to understand everything. You're building a business, so you want to create a persona, something that people can follow, people can hold on to and say, okay, Serafina Peter, this kind of person. So when you are doing all these things, you have to pay attention to what you are doing. Set long-term personalities so that you don't just do something today. For instance, don't put you are married in your about the author book. Then tomorrow you are putting I'm a single, or just something that's unrelated, that is contradictory. When people begin to follow you, they will spot those differences. So make sure whatever you're doing now, you keep it somewhere. Every time you want to create a book, that will be your about the author. Well, we'll get to a part of pen names in this course, and I'll tell you everything about pen names. So for now, let me just tell you how I completed the book. So after the about the author page, you were here when I did the introduction and so. So for the recipes, yes, I stopped at recipes. I didn't forget. So let me scroll down there. So first, I listed 14 recipes of breakfast I wanted. I went to websites, and now I found this Atkins website. So it's not always like that to everybody. So this website had a lot of recipes for breakfast. So that's why I just got all my breakfast on. I didn't have to go to the other ones I opened. But sometimes you might not find enough information on some articles. So you have to just keep doing your research. So let me just close all of this. I didn't use any of them. I only stopped at the first site I opened. So when I saw the site, I just opened some recipes. Like when I want to open this, I just open link in new tab, open link in new tab, open link in new tab. So that's how I open different recipes. And then one after the other, I analyze them. one after the other. I analyzed them. So that's how I was able to get. Then when I finished opening 15 or 14 websites, I wrote down all the titles of the recipes here. I wrote down. If you're creating a self-help book, you can open 15 articles and you see different things like how to talk to people, how to talk to anybody, how to be confident. Then you just write down all those headings, write them down. So under breakfast, I wrote down all the headings, all the recipes I found. Then one after the other, I copied them and then I started getting all the information. So first, remember in our when we were getting our guidelines, we said um, there should be nutritional information, preparation info, nutritional information, preparation info, and under the there should be fiber count. There should be fiber count. So I then went, okay, yeah. So when I came here, when I saw the recipes, I saw that they had preparation info, 20 minutes preparation time, cook time 45 minutes. Then it has fiber count, you can see it here, and other nutritional information, protein, fat, calories, net carbs, this carbohydrates, 6.5 gram, you can see it here, serving information, you can see it here, then the ingredients and directions. Very, in fact, it had everything I was looking for. So that it was, I just copied for each recipe. So this was for poached egg over tomato, avocado, and monster. So this is net carb, prep time, everything. This is the other nutritional information, protein, calories, fiber. This is serving information, and this is the ingredients. This is direction to cook. From there, I moved to the next recipe, Greek Easter bread. The same thing. They were all available on the site. Now, we are not going to publish our book like this. If you do this, Amazon is going to come for you heavily, and I will explain why. Let me copy these directions, for instance. These directions. Let me copy these directions. Okay. And let's come to Retexta. Let's come to Retexta. To go to Retexta, just after I open your account, just click on app.retexta.ai. Once you do that, click on login. Click on login, then you log in and you can use Retexta. So I want to check the plagiarism check. So let me use my main Retexta account for this. So plagiarism check is the second one, the second icon here, plagiarism check. So just paste your text there and check plagiarism. Now what's plagiarism? Plagiarism is the instance where you are copying somebody's work without attributing that person. That's the problem. So I don't want you to go and just mindlessly, maybe you get ideas from other articles online and you just go ahead and publish it like that. It it's not sensible. Now, for instance, recipes are not things that unique to some people sometimes. For instance, all of us know how to cook rice. Now different ways. You know how to cook noodles, know how to cook, do this and that. But you don't just go to an online article and just copy how to cook rice because you know how to cook rice. You know the same method, but because you feel you know it, you have to create it in your own words. So that's what I'll be teaching you in the editing part of this course. So while plagiarism is checking, you need to take time because you to check the internet and check every online article you can find, every online journal, every website, and to try to show your plagiarism score. So I and my team created this with Texta. Yes, I created this with Texta for the purpose of this because I want my students to stop having Amazon bans or to have limited issues with Amazon when it comes to their content. So why that is doing, let me come back to explaining how I got that. So that's how I got all the recipes, one after the other, eggs with avocado. That's how I got everything, everything. So I thought I did only for breakfast. So when I was done with the recipe, so let's say if I was doing the whole book, I'll do for breakfast, lunch, dinner, vegetarian. I'll keep on doing research. Atkins diet for vegetarians, Atkins diet for dinner, Atkins diet, stuff like that. That's how we'll keep on searching until I get. If I'm doing a travel guide, places to visit in Paris, bars in Paris, location in Paris. I do my research online. I didn't use AI for this part. Remember, because they are factual things. I didn't use AI. So after I was done with the recipes, that came to the conclusion. So for the conclusion, I went back to AI and I told it. What did I tell it? I said okay, write a conclusion for this book. Include the following: recap of key points and tips for beginners, encouragement for long-term success with Atkins diet. Then I searched. Then it gave me congratulations on completing the journey through Atkins diet. By now, you have gained valuable knowledge about the principles, benefits, and practical aspect of this low-carb approach to eating. So I just came to where is it? Came to my doc and I pasted it there. Then I go through it and edit what I feel wasn't covered in the book. I edited it out. So that's how I got my conclusion. All of this, I'm going to format it to look fine and better on our end result. But this was how I got my conclusion. Then next is reviews. They asked for the review page. I still went to the same thread and I said generate text asking for reviews, and did the same thing for me. Dear reader, we hope you found Atkins Diet Book for Beginners. This is the title of my book. Remember, I've told you the title of my book from the beginning. That's why up to now, I'm still remembering that. Informative and help you in your journey towards a healthier lifestyle. So came here, just copied and paste. So um, after generating the text, it told me warm regards, your name and your name slash author name. That's your name or your pen name. So I'll just change it to Sarah Pina Peter. Yeah, so one regards Serafina Peter. That's the pen name I'm using for this book. Then the upsell. I said, write me. No, I told you the upsell is where you sell other of your books. If you have other books you have written, you sell those books to them. But for your first book, most times, or your first book in a series, I'll teach you about series in this course. Your first book in a series, this doesn't occur every time. But if you have other things you want to recommend to them, you can use it. So I just said, write me a short test recommending more of my books and series to them, and also my author central page. I'll teach you how to create author central page and all of that. So you just went, dear reader, thank you for your support and interest in Atkins Diet Book. If you enjoyed this book and looking for more valuable resources and encouraging content, I would like to recommend some of my other books series that you might find intriguing. So these are other books that are related, please, related to the book the person has. So somebody that buy a book on weight loss would like a book on another weight loss diet or healthy lifestyle or exercises. So related books, don't just put other niches of your book, or even books that are not related to your pen name. No, it doesn't make sense. So books that are under the same pen name and are under the same niche. I'll teach all of that in branding in this course. So these are just examples. It formed its own title. So I'll just put my own book. If I had older books, just put all of them, list all of them, and I'll provide, say, to explore these books and more, please visit my author center page. Because the author center page has all your books. Any book you publish will be listed on your author center page. So people can just go to your page and see all of your books. So that's how I got the upsell for my book. So warm regards, your name, Sarah Fina Peter. So with that, I was through with all I needed to create this book. Remember, I said I stopped at only breakfast recipes, and I'm already at let me see, 44 pages. Imagine I did the other 9 recipes, 100. I already did 15 recipes out of 101. I already did 15, remaining like I think around 86. If I do the remaining 6 recipes, this book will be going into hundreds of pages, and that's how I build more content, and then I have more quality to give out to my readers. So let's check out plagiarism. Sure, it should be done by now. So you can see 78% plagiarized, 22% unique. The Texter tool just finished scanning our text, and it found out that 78% of this text can be said to be plagiarized. It gave us the link, and when I click on this link, it's going to open in my browser and show from where I plagiarized. That's from where I got this. So you can see exact place, the exact place. So this tool is, I told you, I and my team build this tool. It's very accurate. It will show you all the sites you got, whatever it's seen in your text from. If you're a student, you can also use this tool. 78% plagiarism, that's very, very bad. On a normal day, I advise you to look at plagiarism that is very low. If you can get 0%, it's better. It's even the best. Some people try their best to get 0%. But if you can't get 0%, at least 10, 15. Because it's very hard to avoid plagiarism in this sort of information. Anything you feel you know, or you know how to do, somebody else knows how to do it that same way you are doing it. So it's very hard sometimes. But the lower the score, the better. You don't be having plagiarism of 78%, 50%, 60%, 40%. That's too much. In fact, I don't even recommend 30%. 20 downwards. 20 downwards. You can just say, okay, I can choose to go. You can still work on your text to get more unique plagiarism. So you understand why I said this. Okay, let me copy this text. Let me paraphrase this text. So to paraphrase this text, I'll just click on paraphrase here and it takes the text here, and let's paraphrase the text. So paraphrase means rewriting the text in other words, in newer words, changing the structure of the text to help us avoid plagiarism issues. That's what paraphrase means. So with the Texter tool, you can paraphrase your text. You can paraphrase your text. Once you paraphrase your text and you check for plagiarism again, we'll find out that there'll be significant difference in the plagiarism before and after paraphrasing. So I think it's my network. But while that is doing, Let's come back. Now I told you this part is where we edit our book. So I'm going to create a new document following the guidelines that were stated previously in this course. So first, you set your page layout and so on and so forth. So this is a cookbook, and my page layout I'll be using 8.5 by 11. That's A4 paper. If you are using Microsoft Word or some other writing tools, 8.5 by 11. That's A4 paper. So let me just um, new tab. Yep. So doc.google.com, blank document. Now this is just the editing where we edit our text to make it pure before we then go into the formatting. Formatting is different. That's why you do the design of your book, the style of your book, so on. So this is just editing where we edit our text. So to do this, you can to set your page size, you can just come to I think format. Things sorry, I've forgotten where I used to see that. Because I used to use Microsoft Word for my book editing on laptop. I don't used to use Gox. When I find it, I will let you know. When I find it, I will let you know. So let's go and check back our paraphrase text. So it has been paraphrased. You can see to make the delicious text. So let's check plagiarism. You can either copy the text by clicking this button here. Says text copied. You can click this button here, or you just once you copy it, then you can come to plagiarism. But we have a shortcut to avoid too much copy and paste. Just click on check plagiarism and it takes your text automatically to the plagiarism checker. Then click on check plagiarism. Click on check plagiarism. So let me come back and look for this page size. View file, file. Yeah. Click on file if you're using Google Docs. Then click on page setup. Then you will see it here. Page size A4, A4, or you can use in centimeter, but you can use 8.5 by 11 if you don't see that. So A4 is 8.5 by 11. Page color, orientation, landscape. The margins, you can choose to leave your margins as this. Then click on OK. So I've created a page. If I want to reduce the page size, I can just come to edit and to file, page setup. If I was in a self-help book, I'll change my stuff to 6 by 9. 6 by 9 same thing as A4. A4. So I can click on A4 and just click on OK. So I don't want to use, if I want to use A5 for this diet book. So how do we start editing our content? How do we start editing our content? I just want to explain this basic. Still checking plagiarism. Still checking plagiarism. No, paraphrase that same text you brought before. So that's what I want to just show you before we proceed. So just though I will not do all in this video, not keep the video long. So already get to 30 minutes mark where I like stopping. So all you have to do is just to come one after the other. Now, for a book like this, for a diet book, you cannot edit everything. For instance, you can start paraphrasing all these parts, net carb, prep time, style. These things can remain like that. You can still paraphrase the ingredients, which is very, very hard. You can still leave ingredients like that. The only thing that you can paraphrase here is the directions. Directions. So it's not everything you just go ahead and be like, okay, I must paraphrase this, I must paraphrase that, blah, 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 blah. No. So let's check back. I don't know what's happening to my network today. It's normally faster than this. Okay, I can still create another tab. So normally the steps in editing your text, there are 3 steps: paraphrasing, checking for grammar errors, and checking for plagiarism. If you find plagiarism in your text, you go back and try to paraphrase again. Now, but if you're using the texter, our paraphraser is smart. The texter paraphraser is smart, and you don't have to what's it called? You don't have to. Okay, we are done. You don't have to check grammar using the texter paraphraser because our paraphraser automatically corrects your grammar, and I will show you proof of that. So you can see that same text we had before. After paraphrasing it, how many percent plagiarism this year? 11%. It was 70 something before, 79 or so, but now it's 11% plagiarized and 89% unique. Before it was 20 something percent unique. You saw it live. I didn't go anywhere. It was on the same tool. Like so, with just paraphrasing our text, we have avoided over 60 something percent plagiarism. And with this, I'm good to go. But you can still further choose to say, okay, I want to paraphrase further. For instance, you can see the part of your work, brace tips together, then placed on a baking sheet. You can look for it in your work. If you find that, then you paraphrase that part. Normally, some people used to remove the whole part of the text that's paraphrased. They just remove all of it. But for stuff like um, cookbooks, diet books, travel guides, those are information. You can't just remove it. So you can just choose to paraphrase again to get your article to get more. But the more you paraphrase, know that the more you can shift away from the original meaning you meant. So when you have something like 11%, I told you 20% down is enough for me. 20% down, 20, 19, 18 to 1% is enough. So the 11%, I am good to go. These are articles of where it felt you plagiarized from. So you can just open all to view them one after the other. So like I was saying, pretextus paraphraser, it's grammar corrected. Let me just write a wrong statement. This is an boy. She loves. Okay. This is an boy. He love. He loves playing with me. So that's what I wanted to write. This is a boy. He loves playing with me. For instance, now when I paraphrase, I want to rewrite this statement. Now the textile paraphraser automatically corrects the grammar. You can see this young lad enjoys playing with me. Clean English. So when I was in the textile, you don't have to worry about grammar issues when your text is paraphrased. I know many paraphrasers. I don't want to call names. Where if you put a text and they paraphrase your text, they change what you meant, they distort your grammar and make you say a lot of rubbish. There's time I was doing one book and I paraphrased a part of the book. The name of the person was Fiona Hills. And when I paraphrased that part, it then read Fiona Mountain. And I didn't know I published a book like that until I later saw it. I was in a rush to bring down the book from Amazon and edit the book back. So, but with Texter, you are not scared of that. I can see the accuracy of the plagiar and paraphrasing. This is and boy, he loves playing with me. This young lad enjoys playing with me. That's good to go. If you can choose your tone, friendly, humorous, professional, conversational, and so on. See, this young man enjoys playing with me. So you can just paraphrase. So that's how you can use our paraphraser. That's how you can use the texter paraphraser. This young lad enjoys playing with me. So back to the real work you're supposed to do before I started going off. So next, we want to start editing our book. So first, our title page. Let me just copy this. That'll be our title page. Title page. Now, I told you this is not the formatting. This is just editing. We're just editing the book. Editing is free of grammar error. So this is a title page. Title page. Then by Sarafina Peters. Please don't be in a rush to do your book. Don't be in a rush. Don't be in a rush to create your book. Don't be in a rush. I think this will be too small. Let me bring it to 75%. Don't be in a rush to want to just create your book quickly and just do anything. That's why I'm taking my time teaching you here. So after the title page, what's the next page? Copyright slash disclaimer. Now, I don't know if you have any book close to you, any motivational book, inspirational book, notice something. This is the first page of that book. Open that book close to you now. This is the first page of that book. And when you turn behind the title page, you see that it is blank. And that page that will be blank is this page. Do not put any text here on the second page. Do not put any text here. The short way to do this is just give your page numbers. I haven't done that. So let me do that. Insert, go to insert, page numbers, and just select this. So you can see page 1, page 2. So all your odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Numbers are not divisible by 2. Now all the odd numbers of your book are on the right hand side. That's where your chapters should begin from. If you're creating a chapter of a book, your chapters should always start on the odd numbers. If your numbering starts from the first page, I always number my book from the first page. So if you start on the first page, your chapter should always start on the odd number. So for this title page start on the odd number, we cannot put our copyright page here. Move to the next page. So just page break. You can either insert page break or use command return or control enter. So just insert page break. So just do that. So once you are here, now this is your page 3. So copyright and disclaimer. You can come back to ChatGPT and just say generate a copyright text and disclaimer. So because of you are under the same thread, it already knows which book I'm talking about. So you see it to it here. Your name, all right reserved. No part of this book may be blah blah blah. Disclaimer. Okay. Author. Blah blah blah. Now this is very very good to avoid any issues. So once we are done, copy. We copy. Now we can now paraphrase this. Paraphrase this to avoid any plagiarism issues. So let me go back to the texter. Paste the text. When I paste the text, so I just copyright year and the author name. So the year is 2023. Author name Sarah Fina Peter. So then all rights reserved, no part of this book. So you just have to go through it. The information provided in this book are for educational information purposes only. The author is not licensed healthcare professional or registered dietitian. The content of this book should not be considered as a medical professional advice. Suggestion, recipes, and strategies outlined are based on author's personal experience, research, general knowledge of healthy eating and lifestyle practice. However, the author and publisher of this book make no responsibility warranties. So once you're done, paraphrase. And once it's paraphrased, you just copy and go and use. Now this thing you can check plagiarism too, and it will not have any effect. It won't have any effect. So let's wait for it to load. I'll pause the video and allow it to load. Yeah, so I am back. That's paraphrased to this book written by Serafina Bita is protected by copyright. No part of this will be reproduced. So this is a paraphrase text. You can check the plagiarism here. For copyright text, there is no plagiarism. They copy copyright text everywhere. So let me just copy it and then go back to my, then I paste. Yeah. So I just title this copy right. Copyright. Then this is disclaimer. Disclaimer. To align it to the center, just click on this, then click on this. So disclaimer, copyright disclaimer text has been done. So now I want to align, our alignment should be justified, but that will be in the formatting. This is just editing of text. I will do all of that later. I told you I don't want this video to be long. So disclaimer. Then next, what's the next part of our book? Move to the next page. Then bonus, the bonus part of our book. Now we'll show you how to create a meal plan. We have not created a meal plan yet, so I'll show you separately how to create a meal plan and then include it as part of our bonus. I'll show you how to do that. So I'll just title this page bonus page, bonus page. And then next is about the author. About the author. I think we have written that before. So here is it. Here it is. Control C. Take it to your paraphraser. Take it to your paraphraser. Paste, and then you paraphrase. You paraphrase. After paraphrasing, then just want to check plagiarism. You can click to check grammar here. But I told you our grammar is correct. No need to waste your time for that. So just check plagiarism, then check plagiarism. Click on check plagiarism, then wait for it to plagiarize. So what's the next page? Let's not waste time here. So after the, so just title this page. After the bonus page, we have the about the author. In case you're not seeing this, I think I should increase my page size. Yeah. So about the author page, this will put the about the author page. After we are done with paraphrasing, plagiarizing, so on and so forth. Then after the about the author page, what's next? We have the table of contents. A table of contents cannot be done until we are done with the whole part of the book. So just keep the page for it. Table of content. I'll show you how to automatically generate table of content for your books and add to your book. After table of contents page, the next we have is what? Introduction. Now we are into the text of our book. So what do we do? Just copy introduction, all this. This is introduction, Control C, and then okay, I think I left something there. Still plagiarizing. Let me wait for it. So you can see plagiarism 0%. 0% plagiarism. 0% plagiarism, which is what I always aim for. So let me just copy my text out. Copy my text out. Sorry. So this for about the author. About the author. So let's go back. Where is the about the author page? So about the author page. Just paste it there. Yep. And then table of content. I told you we'll do about that. So the next page is introduction. Introduction. So let's copy our introduction. Copy our introduction. Copy or Control C to copy. And head over to Texter. Go to our paraphraser. Paste the introduction there, and then paraphrase the introduction. After paraphrasing, just click on check plagiarism, and wait for it to check the plagiarism in the text. Check the plagiarism in the text. So our plagiarism is done. You can see I have 6% plagiarism, which is still okay for me. But what was this? What did I say is plagiarized? If so, you have come to the right place. That's the part of my text that is plagiarized. I think this part, if so, you have come to the right place. This is a normal phrase, so you cannot count it as plagiarism. But the tool doesn't even want that. Just want to tell you that hey, what you have in your text can be found online. So for this, I'm going to just ignore because it's everywhere. You can see it. If so, you have found the right place. On every website is the if so, you have come to the right place. So with that said, I'll just copy out my plagiarized text. I'm going to ask them to put a copy button after plagiarizing your text. I think we need that. I'm going to tell them to add that. So when you come by say copy button around here or anywhere, just click on that button to copy your text. So let's move back. These are introduction, introduction. We're going to edit everything later. Format. Now this editing, we're going to format everything later. So what's the next? Brief history. So that's how you just keep on like checking paraphrasing the text, checking plagiarism. When you're using the text, no need of grammar issues. Do not stress over grammar. The grammar is always correct. You can read it to verify. But check for text, check for plagiarism, paraphrase the text, check for plagiarism. Those are the two major things. Now, if you're doing things like cookbook or travel guides, when it comes to things like location of places, do not paraphrase that because you cannot change the location of a place. When it comes to recipes, ingredient names, you can't, though you can still paraphrase. For instance, let me show you. If I come here and I copy this ingredient list to, and let's go back to the texter. I think this video has been long enough. This will be the last thing I do for this video. So when I paste the text here, two large X whole, and I click on paraphrase, and we allow the texter to paraphrase, let's see the result it give us. So you can see what it paraphrased it into. It changed two large eggs whole to two large eggs. It changed 1/3 medium, 2, 3 red tomatoes, a medium sized red tomato, 2/3 in diameter. It changed half 1/2 fruit without skin and seed, California avocados, half an avocado from California without skin and seed, 1 ounce Monster cheese and 1 ounce of Monster cheese. So you can use these two as your text, but things like normally I don't paraphrase ingredients. I do not. But to the texters, paraphrasing is smart. It will not change the main ingredients. For instance, it will not change red tomatoes to orange or change eggs to something else because it's trying to make you not get plagiarized. not get plagiarism. So you can paraphrase your ingredients. You can just copy this using the copy icon here. Once click on that, that's copied. Come back to your text and I can just paste it. And normally, in case you have a text that, let's say, for instance, like this text now, you can just then break it into lines. Yep, half a seed and one. So these are the four ingredients. You can compare with the one above: large two large white eggs, 1/3 medium whole red tomatoes, half fruits without skin and seed, California avocados, 1 ounce mustard cheese. So 2 large eggs, a medium sized red tomato, 2 to 3 or 5 inch in diameter, half an avocado from California without skin and seed, and 1 ounce of mustard cheese. So that's that on how you can use the texter to edit your text for plagiarism, grammatical errors, irrelevant information, and so on. See you in the next video.